Hey guys, we're here at Evolution Craft Brewing Company with Jeff DeBishop. He's our brew master. We're going to be talking about Seacrets Tropic Ale. Thanks, Jeff, for coming out. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. I had to come a long way from the next
Yes,
room.
he walked right over here. All right, so this is our new Seacrets Tropic Ale. You're familiar with this, of course, being our
Yep.
brew master. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what makes up the Seacrets Tropic Ale, the ingredients?
Sure. This is a beer that's fairly light and delicate in character. It's brewed with some wheat to give it a little bit of quenching character.
Right.
Fairly dry, so there's not a lot of residual sugar left in the beer. And we also have some honey in the kettle, which some people might think would make it sweeter. It actually contributes a little bit more of a floral character to the beer. And we finished the beer with a fairly sizable addition of hibiscus, which is a flower that can be of varying colors, but the one we use is a red hibiscus, so it imparts a little bit of tartness to the beer, as well as a little bit of a pink color to the beer.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the color. It's pretty unique, and you think that's mainly because of the hibiscus?
Yeah, it's entirely, if the hibiscus wasn't in here, it would be, it's unfiltered, so it's going to be have that cloudy character, but it would be, more of a straw goldish sort of color if it weren't for the hibiscus.
Can you guys take us through the steps of the brewing process for the Tropic Ale?
Sure. We mill in the grist mill, which is all the grain that we use in the process. I mill it into a large bin, and then we pump it into a tank where we mix it with hot water to achieve a certain temperature. What that does is it converts certain starches to sugars, and it's in there for about an hour, and then we pump the whole mixture over into another vessel where we separate the liquid from the spent grain, the extra husk material, and pump that into a large kettle where we boil it, and that's where we add a small amount of hops. There's not a lot of hops used in this beer. And then we also add in there the hibiscus and the honey in there as well. After about a 75-minute boil, we cool the solution, we call it wort, and send it over into one of our fermenters where we add yeast, which will, it's a single-celled organism that metabolizes the sugar that we've generated, and that creates alcohol, carbon dioxide, and dozens of beer flavors. And after 7 days, fermentation's done, and after 2 to 3 weeks, we have finished beer.
Wow, that's quite the process. So regarding the hibiscus, have you ever heard of putting that into beer before? Have you seen it done before?
Yeah, we use that in another one of our beers as well. So it's an ingredient that we're fairly familiar with the use of.
What's one of the most unique ingredients you've ever seen put into a beer?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Usually
Unique in a bad way
Yeah,
or a good way?
unique is usually bad. So yeah, deer antler is the one that stands out. But
Nice.
yeah, there's some not good ones.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, thank you for meeting with me to talk about our Tropic Ale.
My pleasure.
It was great. Thank you.
All right.